What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I would like to welcome you all to another edition of Wayne's Perspective, where we operate in discipline, decency, integrity, and respect. And I'm coming through with another video just for you. Okay, y'all. So before we get into this reaction video, and as I'm sure you can tell by the title, I think you already know what this is about. But a word on Chris Brown before I get started. Now, I remember first hearing Chris Brown back in 2005 when he had that song with Joel Santana. I think it was called Running or something like that. It's been a while since I've heard it, but I think y'all know what song I'm talking about. But that's when I first heard him. And I mean, after that, I could recognize talent when I see it. The guy could sing, he could dance, he could act, so the brother got talent. And he's from my home state of Virginia. So, so mad props to him for that. I never really had any issues with him. And of course, everybody remembers, what went down with Rihanna back in 2009. And I'm going to touch on that just a little bit during the middle of this video, but everybody remembers what happened with that. And, since then, it's been like a big push to get him canceled each time out. Every time he tries to do something, you got a group of people who, like I said, just trying to get him canceled because of that. He clearly moved on. Rihanna clearly moved on, and I think they even made amends and stuff like that. But people still want to bring it up for some reason, like he's some type of predator or something. And I don't get that vibe from him. So, again, shout out to him. He's mad talented. He still has I guess you could say, a bright future ahead of him. I think he's in his mid-30s now, so he's definitely a fully grown man. So, again, mad props to him. He's doing his thing. So, with all that being said, the video that we're going to look at today, which is courtesy of Mrs. Mona D, so shout out to her. Go give her a follow if you haven't done so already. She does good work. And this is, I think, my second or third time reacting to one of her videos. So when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm going to come back and talk about this. So ladies, let me talk to y'all for a second. Okay, so is that what y'all doing now? Y'all canceling engagements just to go to concerts like this? I mean, is that what's happening? Now, if you're not canceling engagements, you got people willing to break the bank to go see Beyonce. And if you're not doing that, you got sisters. Now, I don't know if this was a skit or not, but you had one sister, I think, last year or something, or the early part of this year, she took $10,000 from a guy that he set that aside for his son's heart surgery. She took that and went to the concert with it. Like I said, I don't know if that was a skit or not, but I'm sure y'all seen that on YouTube. That's crazy. So is that what y'all doing now? I mean, I don't know if it's the desire to be with a celebrity or the desire to go viral for some or whatever, or if it's the experience. I don't know, but is that what y'all doing here? Let me know. So man, wait till y'all see this if y'all ain't seen it already. So with all that aside, we're gonna go ahead and get to the video here. And again, shout out to Mona D for this one. Fair usage, fair usage. Let's go.
I gotta thank y'all. Because y'all got these tickets for sold out. That should say I called off my engagement to come see you. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. And y'all hear that cheering? I mean, why is there something to be cheering about? I mean, you calling off an engagement to go to a Chris Brown concert. I mean, and this is no joke, that's no stunt double up there. That's Chris Brown, so you can't say that it's fake. But I mean, what? I mean, I do not understand. I don't think you would see a self-respecting man canceling his engagement to go see Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B or somebody like that. I just couldn't see that. But let's keep it going. Unbelievable.
Y'all came in to have a good time.
Girl. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels.
All right. So the woman very close to the stage had this sign prepared, as you saw in the beginning of this clip. And she wanted it to be known that her and her man, fiance, they had a conversation. Don't really know all the details, but the way she's presenting it is as if there was like an ultimatum, which was, if you go to this Chris Brown concert, and when I've already told you how I felt about you going, then the wedding is off. No engagement, no anything. We're done. And the woman chose to attend the Chris Brown concert over her engagement. She chose a one-night concert over her man.
I said a few moments ago that that was unbelievable, but no, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Stunned, no. Surprised, no. I mean, this is par for the course nowadays.
Wait.
Let's
Men in
keep it
this
going.
comment section overall believe that she was vindicated from her engagement being called off by Chris Brown saying, "I love you, baby." Here a woman says, he said, "I love you, baby. That's your fiance now." And then here's someone says, "Sis, how does it feel being God's favorite?" And then the woman responds with, "Amazing." And here someone says, she probably meant to say, "I can never hate Chris Brown." And then somebody here says, he said, "I love you, baby. That's cool." And it looks like she responded because she wanted to go to the meet and greet, but she couldn't because it was sold out. If you don't know, he charges, I want to say $1,000 plus for anyone to take pictures with him after the concert. And so it looks like she was also willing to spend some money on taking pictures with him after the concert because she said she needed to meet him. So she was hoping that this video goes viral and that she will have an opportunity to meet him. I don't know if she's going to plan on going to another show or whatever the arrangement is, but that looks like, or appears to be her goal. And then someone here says he should have proceeded with "Loyal."
Yeah, that would have been interesting. And I've always thought this about that song. That song was very interesting, not because of the catchy tune or whatever, but I mean, the man was clearly saying in that song, "These hoes ain't loyal." I know y'all heard that song, and yet still you have mostly women singing that song and dancing to it. But I guess the thinking here is that, oh, he ain't talking about me. I guarantee you that's how the ladies were thinking then, and that's probably what they think now if they listen to that song. Because let's keep it real, ain't no men listening to that song, and if there is, the percentage of men that's listening to that is very, very small, probably what, 2% maybe. But yeah, only women, he's for the ladies, and I got no problem with that, and if there's any guys that listen to that, it's probably for the production or whatever, and he does have some credibility in hip-hop circles. He did that song with Busta Rhymes a couple of years ago. I can't think of the name off the top of it. I can't think of the name on top of my head right now, but that was a catchy song. I got it in my head right now. I just can't think of the name of the song. But anyway, let me continue on. So yeah, I mean, these hoes ain't loyal. I mean, who else is he talking about? And the fact that women would be singing that song, and just grooving to it, it's mind-boggling. But like I said, I guarantee you the thinking behind that is that, oh girl, he ain't talking about me. I digress.
And if you don't know what the commenter said, "Loyal" by Chris Brown, they basically say these 304s ain't loyal. So I don't know, she's trying to throw a little shade at her. Since the sentiment is majority of the women here believe that she made the right decision.
Of course, because you see, when it comes to something like that, like I said, it's also mind-boggling that people pick the stupidest ideas to copy or the stupidest things to support. And in this case, that is it. I mean, you're breaking off your engagement to go see Chris Brown. I mean, and that's no shade or smoke at Chris Brown. He's gonna still do his thing, but you're gonna throw away your relationship because of that. Is it worth all that? Please.
By ditching her man for Chris Brown. Myself enjoy Chris Brown. I grew up along with Chris Brown, enjoying his music, enjoying his artistry. Okay. But when I met my husband, I would never so much of a fan or a stan about any of these artists to where I would put my future on the line. This man is a man of a certain stature, a certain status. He is a celebrity man who many women would say he is attractive. Nothing wrong with, as an individual, having the artist that you like, that you enjoy. But I do find it problematic as a woman, especially if you are in a relationship. You move beyond being just a girlfriend status.
Right.
A man was willing to bet on you and to choose to go forward and build a life with you. And that doesn't happen quite often for many women in this country.
And that's a true statement. And I also want to piggyback on something I was going to say earlier. Her actions were definitely not loyal. I mean, anti-loyal, if you ask me.
Especially for Black women. I'm assuming this woman is Black. I could be wrong, but from her profile that I looked at, she appears to be a Black woman. Only 27% of Black women are currently married. So for you to be one of those 27% of women, you decided to blow and throw your entire relationship away for a one-night situation. Now, I will also say this as well. I don't think that there is anything wrong with you going as, a woman, whether you're single or in a relationship, but we're talking about marriages, engagements. I don't think it's anything wrong with that. I don't really know the entire context. Was it a money issue? Which is why the boyfriend probably had an attitude about it. I just don't think that this young lady is putting all of the information in context. And also, let me say this too. For all we know, she could be lying. She could very well not even be engaged. Because people do a lot of fake storytelling on these apps because their views are low or they're trying to gain some type of following, some type of social media clout. And she could be clout chasing. But on the other hand, I would not put it past her. Being in the audience, in the crowd, she didn't do anything wrong from that perspective. To just show up to a concert and be there, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I just would like a little more context, because I think that that's rather extreme to call off an engagement just because your woman wants to go see her favorite artist. There was some other issues going on, and she decided to still defy her man and go against whatever it is that he may have attempted to talk to her about. Then I think that the two of them did what was best for each other. She basically showed and confirmed what he probably should have already known about her. And that way he's not entering into a marriage with a woman to years later down the line find out that she's full of it. She's 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the marriage. He spent his time. He spent resources. He did all the things that a husband should do for his wife. And then to get down the line and maybe she's off into some other things, even probably dibbling and dabbling with other men. They decide to get back together, then hopefully she'll wisen up and maybe hear her man out. It's not a good idea as wives to undermine your husband. I don't care how much you might feel like doing something. Your husband might feel like doing a lot of things, but he can't and he won't do it because he cares more about you and the relationship, and he doesn't want to put anybody in any uncompromising situations. We would want the same respect. You would be upset if he decided to end things with you or walk out the door. Women oftentimes want a lot of grace, a lot of empathy, a lot of sympathy, but the same is never offered in return to men. But let me know what you guys think about this situation. Ladies, are y'all going to be throwing away your whole relationships for this Chris Brown tour? Know what you guys think about this topic down in the comment section. Ladies, don't be crashing out over these artists because you are one of many women throwing themselves at this man. When this is all said and done, you go to the concert, he's going to go on to the next show, and you're just one of many women. And then what's going to happen when you go back home?
Exactly. But you see, they don't think about that stuff. It's just a vibe, being in the heat of the moment, wanting to go viral and all that stuff, and more. That's exactly what it's about. Oh, and you can't forget having fun. You can't forget about that. That's all. That's what it's about. The next
video. Peace, y'all.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Peace.
These hoes ain't loyal. No, they ain't.
Yep, y'all heard it at the end. That's the song I was talking about. And like I said, you know, I guarantee you when the ladies then and now sing and dance to that song, they probably think, oh, he ain't talking about me, girl. I guarantee you that's how they be looking at it. But I mean, again, shout out to Miss Mona D for that. I mean, I ain't speechless, but I mean, is that what y'all doing now? Y'all throwing away full-blown relationships just to go to a concert? I mean, oh my goodness. Bless their hearts. So on that note, y'all, man, if you like what you heard and you're ready to become part of Team Discipline, go ahead and hit that like button and let me know. Let me know, would you agree with somebody calling off their engagement to attend a concert, or are you on the opposite end of that and you think it's a dumb move? I think it's dumb. You know, what a maroon. I'm gonna probably be saying that in a lot of my videos going forward, but bless my heart. But at any rate, last but not least, hit that subscribe button along with the bell so you're notified when I drop new videos. And until next time, my people, take care of yourselves. And remember, not only is the power of the mind valuable, but do not throw your whole relationship in the proverbial trash just to attend a concert. And definitely don't break the bank to go see any artist. I don't care if it's Beyonce or Chris Brown or whoever. Just make more wise, sound, logical decisions and don't go based off your feelings or how much fun you want to have or how fast you want to go viral. Just be a little more disciplined here. You know, shout out to Team Discipline. Take care.